But I would like to think that our younger generation is still better lah. We have the common sense, we have the common courtesy, to know that don't blast your music on the train or you blast your videos out on the bus. Don't kiao car on the opposing seat. But then I don't know, like some of this,
Not just kiao car, bro. Kiao car without the slippers. Take out the slippers and do it bare feet.
You know what's worse? The auntie and uncle who kiao car with the bare feet and then still go and clip their toenails on the bus.
Welcome to the Lao Jiaos Podcast. This is where we bring you unfiltered and unapologetic takes on the news, current affairs, and all the things people pretend to understand. I'm your host, Brandon, and with me is my fellow Lao Jiao, Thern Yang. How are you doing?
Still alive, not dead. Trying to find new ways to kill myself. Can I actually say that on the air? I don't know. I don't care.
Talking about people who probably want to kill each other, do you see the recent beef, right, between Zen Tay and Lucastheboss?
I heard about it. That guy the one of them is the one who's always complaining about the state of F&B in Singapore, right?
Does he complain that much? No, it's a very famous botak guy who always is very famous for being very real and saying like, wake up your idea. The saga is actually because Lucastheboss, this triathlete / food reviewer, so he's trying to like do an expose on like all the Michelin guides or hawkers in Singapore. So
I think I've seen a few of his videos actually.
Yeah, then he's getting quite popular, especially with this beef, right? It got a lot more popular. Some of the reviews he gave on the hawker's food was negative. Zen Tay, because I believe now he's getting into the food scene. He opened his own prawn mee shop. Then he came back and shoot him and say that you are killing the hawker livelihood.
My father used to tell me, 没有好话讲不要讲. Nothing good to say, don't say, that kind of thing. So sometimes it's not as if you want to, it's like it's a bad thing that you should open your mouth about it. Because this reminds me of a classmate that my dad and I used to have. Her name is and she's the kind of person that 她嘴巴很大. Like literally she has to have an opinion about anything and everything, even if it's not necessary. She's the kind of person I felt that always had to have an opinion, be it good or bad.
Actually, for me, right, I'm on the opposite spectrum. I believe that because especially nowadays, everybody is on content creating and like giving honest reviews. If you want honest reviews of food, right, as in there's nothing wrong with, he's just giving his own opinion. He's not saying that like everybody should just boycott this. It's just his own opinion on the food that he's trying. Just funny that this somehow or another, this escalated until become like a big news. It's quite borderline. That's why on the comments, right, you can see that everybody is like some on Zen Tay side, some on the Lucastheboss side.
The way he phrased it already, it's very clickbaity lah. So like exposing Michelin hawkers. I mean, don't say expose just say perhaps he could have worded it better. He say rating or my honest rating of Michelin hawkers, that kind of thing.
At the end of the day, he is some sort of content creator. He has to do this for, which I believe he succeeded because like now it like exploded, now it got viral. Yeah, so I believe this is exactly what he wants as well. No, and the thing is, for some of his videos, right, it's not all bad. There are quite a couple of them.
There are some I feel quite positive ones as well.
Especially in Singapore, there's so much nice food. So really, everybody is up to their own opinion. So let's get into the segment of the week for the cars.
Okay, for the cars. So I've been asked, is there anything exciting happening in the world of cars, or at least in Singapore this week? Well, today we're recording this on the 19th of October. So today is Sunday. Yesterday there was the new Dongfeng 007 launch with Jessica Zhang. Do you know who that is? Jessica Zhang. Yeah, she's apparently she's a former member of SNSD.
Yes.
Yeah. So she was brought in by Dongfeng, the dealer, to launch the car yesterday at Funan Mall. I didn't really care for her, I'm sorry, but the car is nice. The car is really, really good looking. I think it's a great size. It looks great. Comes in two power ranges, 200 kilowatt, 400 kilowatt. But that's beside the point. I feel it's a very good looking car, and I'm very excited. Well, I'm not saying very excited. I'm looking forward to be able to test it when Dongfeng gives me the chance. So I have to contact Dongfeng soon. But the interesting thing that happened was actually the news. Yeah, actually just a couple hours ago at 12:20 p.m, a Singapore registered car pulls down a petrol booth in Johor after driving off with pump in fuel door. Yeah, it happened. It actually happened last night at 10:15. My question is, how do you not realize that the fuel nozzle, you didn't take out your fuel nozzle?
Honestly, it's crazy to me because I always expect, right, when this kind of event happens, right, there will be an explosion. Right. In your mind, you're just like something is going to explode.
I think a bit too much Hollywood. A bit too much Hollywood. But yeah, I get it. I get it. People. I mean, sometimes they say people did freak out, and I don't blame people for doing that because petroleum is a very flammable substance lah. So a little spark could just set the coca kaboom the whole thing lah. I get it. I know lah. You go in JB after one whole day, you tired, but then you put petrol and everything.
Yeah, I thinking. So does this mean, right? Did she not pay for the petrol? Right. You know what I mean?
It's a male driver.
Sorry. Sorry.
Actually, that's actually a very good question. Did he not pay for the petrol?
Yeah, so I don't get the whole sequence of events. So he pumped petrol, he didn't pay, he didn't do anything, he just went back into the car and he just drove off.
Yeah, doesn't make sense, right? Either that or he paid by card first, then he tapped his card. Do you go in JB to pump petrol?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do, right? Yeah, so
the whole point is, if you pay with card, right, you have to pump finish first, right, and put it back. Then they can charge the card.
Charge the card. Yeah, that's right.
So if you don't put it back, you're not going to get charged. Actually, you don't get charged. Maybe what a crazy way to
try to evade petrol.
Yeah, try to evade the petrol.
so which is worse, the Singaporeans pumping 95 RON or this fellow who drove away with the nozzle still inside? Plus so many Singaporeans going into JB to pump petrol because it's cheap. They can't expect the attendant to every nozzle looking at it, right?
No, in Malaysia, you ever got a car attendant to help you? I have never gotten it's like they never even bothered to approach me to get to pump my petrol, bro.
No, the trick is, and I got to thank my days in SCDF for this. The trick is that you got to go speak to them in Malay. You go say, bang, tambah minyak, full tank, makasih, like that. You talk to them in Malay. Okay.
Suddenly everything gets easier. Yeah, suddenly everything gets easier. Huh? Before our episode, right, a word from our sponsor.
So this episode of the Chit Podcast is brought to you by SG Watch Hub, Singapore's one-stop platform for all things watches. Whether you're buying, selling, or just obsessed with timepieces, SG Watch Hub connects you to trusted sellers, retailers, and collectors so that you can find the perfect piece for your wrist.
But it's not just a marketplace. SG Watch Hub offers a full range of services from repairs, polishing, and strap replacement to protective films, watch winders, and authentication services, making sure your watch is always in top shape and 100% authentic. They also work with featured vendors like Goodman Luxury, Singapore's premier luxury watch retailer at Orchard Plaza, known for their professional watch protection film installation using high-end WSP films to keep your prized timepieces scratch-free and pristine.
And here's the exciting part. You can stand a chance to win a full protective film service from Goodman Luxury or $150 in cash through our Instagram giveaway with SG Watch Hub happening right now. Just follow the instructions below and stay tuned on the Chit Podcast and SG Watch Hub's Instagram for more details.
Once again, a big thank you to SG Watch Hub for sponsoring this episode. SG Watch Hub, bringing the world of watches to your fingertips.
And now, back to the episode.
So, the first news of the day. I believe all of us have seen this on Mothership. When I first saw it, I didn't know why it had to be such a big news. That a man arrived in Singapore and did not declare his Pokemon trading cards in his luggage, which was, in the end, estimated to be valued at $30,000. So, the case has since been referred to Singapore Customs for further investigation. So, Thern Yang, what was your first reaction to this?
The law lays it out quite clearly, right? If you're bringing in cash over 25 grand, stuff valued at 25 grand or up, you must declare it, right? Isn't that the sign they always put at all the checkpoints?
They always, They do that. Yeah. I don't really feel like it's very big. There's so many people that sneak in, have carry goods that are worth a lot. What if it all belongs to him, right? And he's just carrying around to go to a holiday, right? Or go for some competition overseas. Honestly, is it a very important thing or very big, such a huge deal to go and declare this? I got Pokemon cards.
I mean, you know what they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So to us may not have a lot of value, but to the right people.
No, but the crazy thing is, how did they at a point of time, right, straight away value the cards? It's usually this kind of value of the cards, right, is based on the last sold on maybe eBay. It cannot be. I cannot imagine the guy, the custom officer just okay, this Charizard I value this at $500.
I
This
think
one
I
is,
think I think the guy may have came in with a bit too many Pokemon cards. I think they also see like a bit sus this one.
imagine if this was like magic cards or like some like random other cards. I don't believe that like they will be so stringent. They'll go and check the value of this.
Yeah. Were you into that stuff? The Magic, the Gathering or something?
I was more into WWE cards, bro. That's why. Imagine you got WWE cards, $50.
That'd be really cool.
Let me just pick your mind, right, on the next news, which is under a new bill, right? The public transport passengers who cause nuisance, like playing loud music or videos, right, will be penalized.
I am all for it. I am all for it. Do you know how many times you're those stupid, and it's usually all the Chinese aunties and uncles I'm just gonna say it out loud. It's the Chinese aunties and uncles who come onto the train, come onto the bus, blasting their music at full volume, or that they're so stupid video.
It's like a video
volume.
Then the thing is, they look at it so close, right? You're just thinking, wow, honestly, you can lower it by at least half, right? And you still can hear it like clearly, you know. Wow, bro, we don't need to watch it all together. You know? This is you do you, bro.
Yeah, and then you know what's the killer combo is if you got one stupid auntie or uncle, maybe a couple of them come onto the train or bus, and then the video playing so loud, and then a couple of them are talking so damn loud, and then you got some kid who cannot shut up and just crying all together. I cannot once or twice in the train now. Wow, I wanted to flip. Lucky I got off like 2 stops later, so I was like fine. If I was doing like a long journey, say from the west to the east, I would have got off train for the next one. You know, wow, seriously.
Honestly, I feel like this is a long time coming, because for public etiquette, right, it happens too often to be like not like literally. It happens like maybe every week, right? There's probably last time in the past, I kinda like someone that will be just blasting this music on the
once or twice a week, right?
Yeah.
You know what's the other one that really irks me, grinds my gears? You know those seats on the bus that face each other?
Yes.
And then the auntie uncle will go and take off their shoe and go and kiao car
on
the thing. You know the fact that the bus companies have to put a sign over there to remind people, don't put your filthy feet on the seats.
Yeah.
Isn't this shit like common sense?
That's the reason why I feel like even for this, right, it's common sense. And the thing is, right, the bus has already put on the sign, right, that please don't make a nuisance, don't like blast music, don't be too loud. But it still always happens, and this is the reason why I feel like no choice. They're going to, like Singapore has to take things into some drastic like standards and start to issue fines, because somehow or another fines are the only thing that works in Singapore, I'm guessing.
No, fines, they'll work eventually. You know what works better? This is going to be a very, very unpopular opinion that may even cut this out of the episode. But what I feel should be necessary also is to allow some street justice. It's just this. You see this annoying auntie or uncle blasting their music, or video just them loudly, or putting their feet on the seat, right? Grab them, throw them off the bus at the next stop or on the expressway. Like auntie, 你很吵了 auntie, uncle, 點啦 uncle, just take a throw off the bus. 開那個門, they throw them off the bus. Personally, I would do that, because like I told Xing Yong, was it last week or the week before? That time at Jurong East when I wanted to get out of the train, and then the aunties wanted to rush in before I got out of the train. I just walked right through the auntie. And she felt everything, because I clipped her square. My shoulder clipped her square in the chest.
I am pretty sure that my dad is going to cut this out.
Yeah. He's gonna cut it.
Yeah. That's really more for me, dad. But honestly, do you think this is a courtesy issue? Like, it seems like everything in Singapore, right, you need to be fined, right? Then like people will learn.
Us younger generation, I think it's better for us. Like, we actually have some common sense, even if common sense nowadays is getting rarer and rarer. It's an unfortunate product of society. But I would like to think that our younger generation is still better. We have the common sense, we have the common courtesy, to know that, don't blast your music on the train, or you blast your videos out on the bus. Don't kiao car on the opposing seat. But then I don't know, like some of this,
not just kiao car, bro. Kiao without the slippers. Take out the slippers and do it bare feet.
You know what's worse? The auntie and uncle who kiao car with the bare feet and then still go clip their toenails on the bus. I seen it once before. It is nasty. It's nasty, bro. Walao, wait, it's nasty.
I have kind of the nail clipping one, but not kiao car, but he like clip on the bus on. But it's so tilting. The thing is, the bus is so quiet. Then you can hear the. You just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that one is damn tilt, that one damn tilt. I got a few times on the bus before. I'm like,
this doesn't happen too often to the point that Singapore have to create a law. If not, right, people will just this will be a joke. Like people have people look at the law, the laws and the things that you get fined for. They're thinking, isn't this common sense? Why would you come up with fines for this? They grew up in a time where they can do anything they want. So this leads us to the next news. Our Singapore local celebrity Junyang declares bankrupt after his failed F&B venture. He actually declared bankrupt to prevent debtors from chasing money. This is really very unfair to debtors. Like you declare bankrupt, then you can, and clearly it's not that he has no money. He just probably park the money somewhere else, or that he just wind up his business so that he doesn't have to repay anything left back.
Maybe he made some bad business decisions. Plus F&B in Singapore really is like it's damn shit to do lah. It's like odds of you losing money closing shop is
very high.
It's very high. Actually, you are a financial advisor, so actually, what's your take on this?
Honestly, it's very smart on him lah. It's the thing. This is financial literacy 101 but of course, at the end of the day, it will be unfair to the people around him. Financially, it makes very very smart sense. Fair on the matter is just that you're a public figure.
It's like kind of like misleading people with your public status to say, oh, you should completely invest in this. It's completely safe, and then when shit goes downhill, it's like.
I'm the first to run. Actually, in the story, right, they interviewed the wife. The wife said that he's very responsible and like he did these things on a very close everything well. He handled his stuff and he paid off all his stuff and he closed. But from a business standpoint, how is declaring bankrupt, right, being responsible when all your debtors, right, will have to write off this bad debt? Of course, companies they know, but at the end of the day, it's still very not taking responsibility for whatever you have done. But he really should have taken more all this into more consideration.
I don't know like sometimes all these like even like the Ponsak, is it? He opened a couple. I think he did open like a couple of restaurants. Or was it the other one, Dennis something? But then after a while, they all kind of closed, right? Was it the Dennis Chew? I can't remember who. Some of the MediaCorp people open restaurant, but miscalculated how difficult it would be in the end. The restaurant also. That kind of thing.
I don't know why all these celebrities, right? They just want to why would they keep trying to open F&B? You get what I mean? Like why? Like clearly in the Singapore statistics, right? The one business that always people has the biggest turnover. It's F&B. So
F&B.
As a celebrity in Singapore, you're not as famous as people in overseas where
Taiwan or Taiwan.
Taiwan. Or China,
don't say Taiwan. Like even Jay Chou, remember that at one point in time he had that sandwich.
Yes.
Shop but that one also, that one also kind of went belly up, right? Didn't it?
And correct. And he can afford it. He can pay off everybody.
Because he's Jay Chou. But that shows that even if you could be Jay Chou and you put your name, 这个是我的面包店, like my sandwich shop. But then in the end of the day,
correct. I
我的三文治店也是倒闭.
Correct, completely different matter, bro. But it's popular. I feel it's very popular in overseas. Like for example, in Korea, there are so many of them, right? Like so many celebrities opening like Korean barbecue shop. I don't know why. It's like a crazy trend that they open Korean barbecue shop, but it's a lot of them succeed lah. Because idols like really uncles and aunties, they will really go down to the shop, right? Just cause you're famous. They have enough variety shows, right? They can just keep recommend presenting.
Pushing product, right? I think same with the Taiwanese also.
Correct.
Taiwanese also,
But in Singapore, when's the last time you even watched a local channel?
I think like the most recent MediaCorp show that got a lot of attention was Emerald Hill with the Xiao Liang.
Yes.
The Xiao Liang spin-off. So spin-off-ish but you know what I mean no other show in recent memory has really captivated local audiences.
Even Our Boys to Men, right, which is like seriously like completely just product placement nowadays, right? Even Titus Low, like for all his popularity, like current affairs, currently so popular, right? his life
Titus
stock
low.
couldn't. Yeah.
Is that the best example you could have used? But okay, I think that again. Okay, this is just once again, this is just personal opinion. One of my female friends has showed me. I think we were drinking and we were all a bit drunk. Then she said, "Hey, I show you the Titus Low photo of my phone." And then she showed me his nude photo. I was like, "Oh shit!" So I'm just saying, if he went to put those photos, inside the shop,
There was actually an influencer that did a store like this, that you can pay for like a hug, you can pay for like a dance that they do for
what's
you.
her name? What's her name?
Wow. She also like it's
I
part
know
of the same group one.
I know what I'm talking about. Kiara Kitty.
Oh my god, yes,
Kiara
with a friend. But I think that also closed down as well.
Kitty, I think her cafe was like Clarke Quay area or something, right?
Yeah, expensive. The amount of money that you need to crazy. Before we end the interview, right, we would like to go with a round of quick fire, right? News for the Alamak Meter. The first one, right? Honestly, I feel like this is just one of the saddest thing I've especially as a father I've seen is a divorced father in Malaysia, right, sent his 3 children to an orphanage. I believe a lot of us seen the video as he could not afford to provide for them. So he hoped that by doing so, his children will have a better life and good education.
Forgive my language, it was pretty fucked, but
yeah. I feel like it's really very smart on the father's end. Like because,
it is, but it's a very unfortunate thing that he had to do, but I mean, for the betterment of the sake of his children's future, he
sacrificed. Yeah. I believe
this is not sacrifice. This is something else.
This is just, I think it's smart, but it's just really very, very hard pain. So the next one is just that a Taiwanese Eva Airways flight attendant died on duty after allegedly being forced to work while ill. On the day of her funeral, the airline mistakenly sent a message asking that she submit supporting documents for her leave request. This has got to be the most dumbest thing I have ever heard a company do in my life. Like, really.
This one really, the appropriate response to this would be in Cantonese, 有冇搞錯仆街? That kind of thing. It's seriously, 有冇搞錯仆街? It's like,
it's
really
crazy.
This one poor thing. This one poor thing. She was sick on the flight. Then couldn't rest, still asked to work. I mean, her the chief attendant in charge on the flight also,
they didn't bother to like send like any apology or like like usually they'll send flowers. During the funeral, sends a request for supporting documents. This is insane.
Yeah. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. So like, it was bad. It was bad.
The next one is that a female PhD student from NUS and her husband illegally bred and sold rag dolls from their HDB flat, earning a total of $46,300.
This is literally backyard breeders. Problem with all these backyard breeders is that they are not professional breeders. So when they breed all these animals, it's like they could breed like undesirable, not say characteristics, like undesirable like things into the cats.
Correct.
Then down the line they have some like really debilitating disease or like problem, and then the animal's quality of life is severely affected just because you wanted to line your pockets with this. I mean, they can claim all they want that we took care of the cats very well and this and that and that and this. No, bro, it's
but that doesn't matter, bro. Because honestly, for all these people, right, they won't be around to see like the lasting damages like that. Will like only the owner will find out like in the future,
The poor cat's gonna suffer. This kind of cat, like ragdoll, you must really take care of the
it's crazy.
But why?
Why would you want to? So that was our Lao Jiaos podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, please remember to like and subscribe. We have an episode that comes out every Friday. But at the same time, if you're into football, we have the football kakis that drop every Wednesday, and our Kopi Bro show where we interview fun and amazing guests from around Singapore every Monday. Now we hope that everyone has a great week ahead, but remember, we don't always talk cock, but sometimes we do.
Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you soon.